It's day 4 of NaNoWriMo. Still week 1. This is Friday. Currently, I just got up, did my routines and everything, my journaling, which always helps me get in the right mindset for the day, or at least I try to. So today is usually my batching day, so that means that I batch my reels, my videos, and all that good stuff. It generally takes me anywhere from 1 to 4 hours, dependent on how much content I'm creating. Hopefully today will only take me closer to 1.5 hours, but we'll see. But this morning I still have the same thing where I write and then I read, and then I've got other things that I do, like my content. So my plan is to do writing now, then read, and I'm gonna finish Shadow and Bone today and start Ballad of Songbird Snakes. You can't see it, but it's on that shelf back there, and that's my plan. I'm hoping for over 1,000 words in this particular go round. I might need to do 3 sprints this afternoon if I have the time to try and catch up, because I'm about 1,500 words behind, around there. So we'll try to start catching up on those words today. We'll see how much of it I can get done, how much of my content creation time will take. Alright, 687 for the first sprint of the day. I'm a little bit groggy in my writing, that's the best way to put it, because of course I'm having a hard time writing this particular chunk of the book, and I would skip ahead, but I don't really want to. So my plan is, hopefully I'll finish this section of the book today. I doubt it, but that's my biggest hope. I said this yesterday. It'll probably be more like next week I'll be able to finish this chunk of the book. Sorry about the dog. So I'm gonna take a 5-minute break. I got some tea here, and then I'm gonna do a 25-minute sprint and then break for a little bit. Alright, so I've decided to do some mapping out, some brainstorming before I jump into the next sprint, because it's about to be a battle scene, and I'm generally pretty muddled, I feel like, when I try to write these particular scenes, and I don't know if they turn out very well because I don't generally write them. So gonna brainstorm through it, kind of figure out the logistics of what's happening in the scene, because there's a lot of moving parts, and then figure out where I need to go from there. And this is definitely not how I pictured this particular section of the book going, but I'm grateful that it's headed in this direction. Last year, when I was drafting this book as well, it was difficult to try and bring in everything that I had previously brought in from the first novel and everything like that. This time, it's mostly dealing with my writing skills. So I'm testing my author skills, testing my writing skills, figuring out what I can and can't do, and pushing the limits, trying to become better, and that's all I can ask for, all I can try to do. So currently gonna brainstorm, then another sprint, and then more writing this afternoon. Now that I have a bit more of a vibe for the scene, I'm gonna go ahead and start my sprint. Also, I set this up last night, which is my nano goal, so if I'm on target or not. So technically I can take 5 days off of the word count and still be fine. I'm technically behind as of yesterday, but I'm not too worried. Alright, in all honesty, I didn't do the second sprint that I said I was going to do way earlier today. I got sidetracked with so many other things, and I ended up batching my reels, putting my YouTube stuff out, and a whole bunch of other content things like I said I was going to, and I never got to the second sprint. I have some laundry to finish, and my brain is kind of fried at this point. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take care of a couple little chores, and then I'm going to sit down and write for half an hour before I start another sprint, because I want to finish the book that I'm currently reading, and I'm only a few pages away, and then I just need a little bit of rejuvenation before I start trying to pound through some words. We'll see how many I get tonight. Alright, so I finished filming. That took me about an hour, and I did some chores and other things, and now I just have some reading that I want to do and writing. We'll see if it gets done. It's 7 p.m. already, so I'm going to read for a little bit, start my new book, and then I'll probably do another sprint. Alright, so I just finished this. It was pretty great. I don't know if I'll do a book review until I finish the trilogy, but on Instagram, when I did the poll, go follow me over on Instagram if you want to see more regular updates, but on the poll, they chose a different book I'll grab off the shelf. So it's between these two books, which is the sequel and this is the prequel to the Hunger Games, so Snow's story. I have actually read, oh, do I still have a bookmark? Yeah, I do. I've read this much, but when I originally started reading the prequel, I just finished a 5th read of the Hunger Games, and reading third person, the main bad guy, several years of the author skills have changed. It's very, very hard for me to read. So now that it's been a long while since I've read my amazing trilogy over there, I'm going to give it another go. I've heard the plot twist at the end is insane. Lots of people like it, lots of people don't, so we'll see where I sit with this book. So that's what I'm going to be reading next. Although I'm a little bit sad that I'm not going to read the sequel. I might just read it right after. We'll see. Because this was such an easy read. Like, I read this in under a week. And I read books very slowly. So anyways, I'm going to restart this book a little bit, and then I'm going to try and do a sprint. I was on page 94. And I thought this would be a funny bookmark to use for this particular book because obviously it's about snow, so not necessarily my favorite character. Right, so I read the first little bit. This book feels really nice in your hands. It's a very thick book. This one will take me at least a few weeks to finish. I might be finishing this after Nano's done, because I'm not going to read this as quickly as I read Shadow and Bone for sure. But it's interesting. I love the way she describes things, and I'm very excited to read this book. Not that this was a reading vlog, but it was a much needed break. Now I'm going to go get a snack and take a break, and then I'm going to try and do at least a 30-minute sprint tonight. Alright, so I've got some bubbly, peach bubbly in my champagne flute thing, and I'm going to do a 25-minute sprint because I'm developing a bit of a headache and I don't want to spend too much more time looking at screens, so I'm just going to do a 25-minute sprint and hope for 650 words. I managed 635 words that sprint, reaching 52,000 words, and it's 8:13 p.m. I'm gonna count up the total for today. So my total for Nano is 6,190 words, so I'm about 1,500 words behind. Now I think I can make this up tomorrow. Usually on Saturdays I don't go on any social media and I try to screen for the most part and relax, so hopefully tomorrow I'll be able to catch up on the words. We'll see what happens. If I can, Of course I'll vlog it. This might end up being a very, very long vlog. I might have to split it up. We'll see. Day 5 of NaNoWriMo, and it's 8:34 in the morning. I haven't done any writing yet today. I'm just about to sit down and do my first sprint. Again, my plan is to catch up on writing today because I'm about 1,500 words behind. So we'll see what I need to catch up on today. We'll see. We'll see if I can do it. So I'm planning to sprint twice, my usual hour sprints. So 30 minutes, then 25. Then I'm going to read for a bit. Then I'm going to go work out and do some stuff like that. So busy morning. Now I've had a headache since yesterday. It's a little bit better today, but that can cause some issues, especially when I'm staring at a screen. So I'm going to try my best to not aggravate the headache. So if my head hurts too much, I will be sprinting a little bit less. So my plan today is to get at least 4 sprints in, potentially 5 or 6. That's a generally pretty heavy writing day for me. I've got a few other things that I have to do today, but we'll start with writing, clear my mind. I'm going to do a little bit of brainstorming beforehand just to get the ideas flowing, and then I'm going to do the sprints. Finnick wanted to join the sprint. Wave hi, Finnick. He's a little camera shy. I'm in the middle of a sprint, but I've extended the period of time that I'm trying to avoid writing in. Why do we do this to ourselves? I don't know. So I'm not sure if I'll skip time or if I'll explain a lot that happens, but I think I'm gonna expand it. Yeah. Anyways, side note. I'm about to get to the emotional bits of what just happened, which is my favorite part to write. I have a harder time with the actions and an easier time with just writing the raw emotion before and after events. So I'm taking my 5-minute break, and then I'm going on to my 25-minute sprint. And no distractions in this 5 minutes, just gonna relax, maybe do some notes, and then jump into the next sprint. So I was just having this thought while I was getting my snack, that whenever I outline something a little bit more detailed, like I know exactly kind of what I want to happen, my scenes always end up shorter. And I don't know if this happens to anyone else. Let me know in the comments down below if this is you. I'm a pantser, sometimes a plantser. Like with this sequel, I've had to plan out certain things and I have a certain ending in mind, but with majority of this section that I've been working on, I've pantsed it and I have a new character. I've got a whole bunch of different threads that I wasn't expecting to have. This section of the book originally in my outline was like small in comparison to what it actually is right now. So currently I am writing more than I was expecting in this section. I'm okay with it currently. I think that at this point I've gotten past the hardest point and my character has grown enough that it should be easier to write the fight scenes and the everything that's going on in this battle. Don't want to spoil too much. Exactly 800 and I hit 54,000. Alright, so that means I'm going to take a break, do some reading, and then my workout. I think that sprint went really well. I am really excited about this part. I'm hoping it'll work when I actually edit the novel. We'll see. It's pretty exciting to work on this story and get back into the feel of the characters. For the That was one of my major issues with the previous version of this particular story, was the characters felt and the plot was a little bit off. It didn't feel right, and I wanted it to feel right. Even though it is a rough draft, I needed something right to work off of. So I'm glad I changed it. I'm glad it's working out a little bit better, and I'll update you again a little bit later. Alright, so I was just doing some reading. This is How Your Book Sells Itself by Bethany Atazada and Mandy Lynn, and I'm 2 chapters away from finishing. It's been very interesting. It's definitely one of my weaknesses is marketing and branding and everything else like that, so it was good to read this and kind of see some different ways that I can expand on things, and I will go through this book again and kind of come up with more ideas and refer back to it. But this is a nonfiction book for authors to help them market their books. This has been a good resource so far, and I'm sure it will continue to be a good resource through the future. There are more books in this series, and I'll get them in the future. Alright, so I am back from working out and dancing, all that stuff. Good times. I'm going to get changed, clean up a little bit, and do some more work things before I get on to some writing. Alright, so I just finished up some journaling and some other things. I have a couple things that I wanted to do after I wrote, but I think I want to do them before, just to kind of get them out of the way. Don't feel like I have anything I have to do after writing, but we'll see. Alright, so I typically generally avoid even YouTube on Saturdays to try and de-stress my brain, but I watched Heart Breathing's NaNoWriMo Diaries Day 4 today. I'll link her playlist down below. I enjoy watching her videos so much. She is a light and she's amazing. She talked about anxiety, which is something that I definitely struggle with, and she talks about how her anxiety is in the mornings. Mine happens at night after everything's happened and all my brain thoughts start catching up to me. So I was able to journal about some thoughts about that and how I can better take care of myself when I have anxiety. So if you haven't watched her videos, go check those out. They're amazing. I love watching her videos, but now it's time to do some writing. So again, just the typical 30, 25, 700, and 600 as the goal. Alright, so I just did the math and I've got 1,666 words for the day. I'm going to be reaching about 3,000, just a little bit under 3,000 if I get the 700 and 600. Hopefully I'll get above those and then I don't have to do another sprint. I might, because I'm aiming for 35,000 today, 100 today. So we'll see. Alright, so I ended up having to go out this afternoon. It was kind of a situation I wasn't prepared for, so I was out this afternoon. It's now 6:53 p.m. I was in the middle of a sprint, and I just got off the call with my beta readers, and we were reviewing some of the chapters. It was great, lots of fun, lots of laughter, exactly what I wanted and needed for today. I'm going to go eat something, and then I might, hopefully, I will get the rest of these words in. Alright, so I ended up leaving again. I had to, I'm at babysitting. I don't know if this will end up in the vlog or not, but I did another sprint. I got about 807, well, I finished the sprint I did earlier, so I'm at about 2,400. I'm about 950 words behind to the left. I don't know if I should continue sprinting. I think I'm going to take a little brain break and then sprint some more before the parents get home. And that's my plan. I don't think I'll write anything when I get home. It's pretty late already. Yeah. I'm so excited. I reached 9,877 words total for Nano, and I'm just a smidgen ahead, so I'll reach 10K tomorrow for sure. I'm gonna have to get my reward like Wednesday, but I will check back with you tomorrow. Hey guys, so it is Sunday the 6th, day 6 of NaNoWriMo. I'm all dressed up. I've got church in like 2 hours, and I figured I would get some writing in this morning because we usually have a whole bunch of like family time and hanging out after in the afternoon, so I don't know how much work I'll be able to get done on top of resetting all my planners. So today, morning writing, we'll see if I can get the 1,300 words this morning that I normally would get, and yeah, we'll go from there. Alright, 760 for this morning, reaching 56,000 words. That was just the first sprint. I'm pretty happy with it. Obviously, I got over 700, so I'm gonna update my tracker and then try and do another sprint. Alright, so I just crunched the numbers and I just reached 10,000 words. So I'm excited about that. 10,000 words done out of 50,000 words. I technically only need about 900 more words today to be on target. So I'm gonna do another sprint, and then I might do another sprint after that, so I don't have to do any writing this afternoon. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, I'm super excited. Hit 10,000 words, celebrate every step of the way, and I'm super excited. I was so distracted that time. I only got 488 words, but it's better than nothing. I have around 400, 300 left, 300 words left. So I'll get those done later this afternoon. Alright, so I haven't updated in a while. It's 5 p.m. now, and I'm about to do another sprint. I haven't done one since this morning where I only got 488 words. I was so distracted. I was brainstorming the story a little bit earlier, and I'm super excited because we're about to reintroduce a character that I love to death. I'm not gonna say who it is because it's definitely a spoiler, but I'm just super excited because now I'm gonna write something I'm really excited about, and I'm not gonna just be forcing myself through scenes that I knew that I wanted in the story. That's pretty much where I'm at. I'm gonna do a 25-minute sprint and then eat dinner with the fam. Yeah, that's pretty much my plan for today. With the 25-minute sprint, hopefully I'll get all the words that I need. It should be no problem, unless I get distracted again. Hopefully I won't. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Alright, so 651 words. So my total for today is 1,899, with my total for Nano being 11,776. So I passed the 10K mark. I'm so excited. So I will be getting that reward this week, and hopefully the 20K this week as well, or beginning of next week. But that is the end of this vlog. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please do give it a like and subscribe to my channel. I will see you guys next week with another vlog for NaNoWriMo, and I'll keep you updated. But 10K words, I'm so excited. What a amazing week.